Airbus is best known as a plane maker. It also has what's called a secure land communications division, which works behind the scenes with emergency services, governments and critical businesses like transportation companies, banks and oil and gas providers, all needing secure communication networks. Well, earlier I spoke to regional head Selim Bouri about how SLC division fits into the wider Airbus picture.
We are a business unit of Airbus, part of the communication, intelligence and security. We are the division that provide secure land networks, critical communication networks that are dedicated to supporting public safety, professional users and critical industrial sectors around the world. We are part of Airbus Group from the beginning, more than 30 years now, under the Defense and Space division. And we are actually a growing entity as part of the AIrbus Group because communication and critical communication is a growing need into the society today.
How do your secure communication platforms work in times of an emergency?
Picture a situation where there is an emergency, where you need a certain number of first responders that will be into the scene. You will have police, you will have security, you will have emergency medical services, you will have firefighters. All these people need to communicate in real time through specific groups, depending on their own area of interventions, but they need also to be coordinated through a control room. So our solution allows this kind of group communications, real time, with the right level of security to avoid interference and also interceptions. And they allow also through the control room to see all the communications into a screen, and the higher ranked officer will be able to coordinate all the actions, localize the people and know who is doing what and make sure that the intervention is the most successful possible.
In what ways can a secure platform help the business community in a country like the UAE?
When a country is growing, he will need to support that growth with additional infrastructures, being airports, being border securities, being emergency and safety services. So this is exactly where we are. We will support that growth through supporting the infrastructure that will support that. Through security services, so we will support the network for the police. During the construction phase, all the workers, all the logistics will need also a network to allow the communication during the construction phase. We will need to support the higher needs in terms of airport infrastructure. So we will be present behind the scene, differently from the classical mobile operators that will be focused on the traditional users. We will be supporting the people that will be behind the scene, building that growth, building the infrastructure, securing it, providing the level of security and the level of health and emergency services such as firefighters that are needed for the growth.
What kind of growth are you forecasting for the UAE and the wider GCC region?
We forecast a lot of growth that will be associated to two things. Cities are getting bigger, but we also have smart government, smart applications, smart cities, and all of this increase the need of critical communication system to secure the usage, to secure the operational and tactical operation behind the scene, but also to provide the secured backbone that will transport all this data and make sure all of this work together.